Good evening. I welcome you all to the current affairs session. Today is March 8th, 2016. First of all, I would like to wish every one of you a very happy Women's Day. On behalf of onlineias.com, I take this opportunity to salute every woman present in India and also across the world. So, whatever the principles that have been enshrined in the Constitution of India with respect to respecting and protecting the dignity of the woman, and what are all the values that are present in Indian cultural system with respect to providing security and protecting the dignity of the woman, all must be upheld. So, whatever the atrocities, wherever the atrocities that are happening, either in Indian villages or in Indian urban cities or anywhere in the world, that must be reduced very drastically and that should be eliminated as early as possible. And the concept of the equality of gender must be established at the earliest. So, this is the statement I wanted to give you on this particular occasion. So, once again, I welcome you to our session. So, today is a fantastic day, International Women's Day. Lots of respect is given to women as far as our Indian cultural system is concerned. But unfortunately, the reality is something else. So there may be domestic violence, there may be atrocities at the workplace, there may be something called harassment on the roads on the name of eve teasing, the so-called ragging. All these must be curbed at the earliest. So there was a phenomenon in India where the girl children were not encouraged to go for the education. But there is a saying that a mother is considered to be the first teacher to the child. In fact, a mother should be equated with a university. So, such a brilliant knowledge that is possessed by the so called women. And those women must be given lots of respect and their dignity must be protected. That's the reason why in India we always say Karye Shudasi. That is nothing but hard working. So women are always hard working, and because India is a patriarchal society, the men are expected to go out and work and earn something. But there are certain working hours for men. But when it comes to women, so 24 hours she is working. That's the reason why whatever the praisings or the sayings we say about women are not available for men. Is that okay? First one is the by looking at the hard work that is done by the woman, it is said that Karyeshu Dasi. Second one is the Karaneshu Mantri. Such a brilliant, like a minister, she is always brilliant by giving fantastic advices to the family. And the third one is the Rupecha Lakshmi, that is beautiful. Fourth one is the Kshamaya Daritri, that is forgiving. So when it comes to the patience and tolerance, so the synonym is the woman. Lots of patience is there. That's the reason why. So whatever may be the mistakes that are performed, so they are being forgiven by the woman. Next one is the Bojeshu Mata, meaning caring. Lots of care will be taken care by the woman. And the last one is the Shayaneshu Rambha, that is nothing but the romantic. Meaning a wife does so many activities. That's the reason why it is said that Karyeshu Dasi, Karaneshu Mantri, Rupecha Lakshmi, Kshamaya Dharitri, Bojeshu Mata, Shayaneshu Rambha. So in fact, by taking all these things into consideration, this is called Dharma Yukta Kula Dharma Patni. Meaning, so this is the Indian wife altogether. So such a great place has been given in the society, but unfortunately, when it comes to the reality, something else is happening. And today is the day In the year 1975, United Nations have declared this particular day as the International Day for Women. And this is the day where all the governments in the world are expected to talk and do something in favor of the women so that they will be protected and they will be uplifted, and also the so-called their empowerment has to be done. And when it comes to India, India is already doing that by providing 33% of the reservation for women in Panchayati Raj. And the second thing, India is also trying to provide 33% of the reservation for women in parliament and also in the state legislative assemblies. In most of the states in India, 33% of the jobs have been reserved for the women. So meaning, so equal respect has to be provided to the women, and women should be given a very, very supportive hand so that they will also come up in the ladder, and they have already proved so many times and they are second to none. Is that okay? So now I have some information with me regarding this Women's Day, and I will share that information with you. So kindly have a look at that. So whatever the points, I'm showing it to you on the screen. So you need to remember again. Look at this. The 2016 theme for International Women's Day is Planet 50-50 by 2030. Step it up for gender equality. So this is a long pending demand that is present in the entire world. So the demand is for gender equality. Women have already proved in so many areas that they can also equally compete with the men. So this is the high time so that all the countries must realize, and women should be provided with equal opportunities. India is doing this, but a lot to be done, That's the reason why. So say for example, today's news, it is announced by the Air Chief Marshal, Arup Raha, that when it comes to Air Force, already women have been inducted into the Air Force. But when it comes to allowing the women to take part in the fighter jets, that is not permitted so far. But otherwise, 3 Indian women have been trained. They are under training now. So within a very, very short period of time, they are going to take part in this. So meaning, it is the women are not just capable of doing some sensitive jobs. So they are also capable of doing certain hardship jobs, and this is the live example. That's the reason why in all our military forces and paramilitary forces, so nowadays there is an induction of more women. Is that okay? Very, 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 very important. So once again, let me open the document and kindly have a look at this. So I have some picture here. March 8th, you can see, Happy Women's Day. You can get her love in the form of sister, friend, beloved, wife, in the form of mother, in the form of grandmothers. Respect her. She is a woman. So beautiful statement that is given here. So now I'll be going further. So this is what I was telling you. The duties or the attributes entitled to honor the wife are as follows. Karyeshu Dasi, Karaneshu Mantri, Rupecha Lakshmi, Kshamaya Dharitri, Bojjeshu Mata, Sayaneshu Rambha. Right? So these are the attributes that are given to the wife. Now, so I'm still going down. You can have a look at this. Look at this. Now, International Women's Day is a time to reflect on progress made, to call for change, and to celebrate acts of courage and determination by ordinary women who have played an extraordinary role in the history of their countries and communities. So what is the meaning of this? So we are not just talking about India. Of course, India is one of the very, very important countries in the world. But the struggle for their freedom, struggle for their liberty, struggle for protecting their dignity is not just present in India, it is present throughout the world. And in so many countries, women have played very crucial role, and there are so many women in the history of the world. Okay, that is the meaning of this. Once again, I am opening the document. Please have a look at this. Next, building momentum for the effective implementation of the new sustainable development goals. I think in one of the previous classes I was telling you, previously it was called Millennium Development Goals, MDG. And by the year 2015, they were supposed to attain or achieve Millennium Development Goals, but it was not done. And the name has been changed to Sustainable Development Goals. And out of these goals, especially the goal number 5, is the achieving gender equality and empower all women and girls. Is that okay? And they have given some key targets for the by the year 2030. Look at this. By 2030, ensure that all girls and boys complete free, equitable, and quality primary and secondary education, leading to the relevant and goal number 4, that is the effective learning outcomes. Very, very important. So this is the effective learning outcomes. Next one. By 2030, ensure that all girls and boys have the access to quality early childhood development, care and pre-primary education so that they are ready for the primary education. And all forms of discrimination against women and girls everywhere. It should happen throughout the world. The discrimination against all women and girls should be stopped. Eliminate all forms of violence against all women and girls in the public and private spheres, including trafficking and sexual and other types of exploitation. See here, these are the issues I was talking to you so many number of times. Every day in one part of the country or the other, rather than every part of the country, let it be rural area or urban area, unfortunately, these atrocities are happening. Reason may be anything. So, but these are the delicate issues. So this is happening in the public places. This is happening in the private places. It is happening in the rural areas, urban areas. It is happening in the poor families, middle class families, and also the elite families. So this is what is happening. We have seen so many incidents that are happening across India. Maybe the capital city of India, New Delhi, or maybe a remote village somewhere in the corner in India. So these are all the unfortunate things, and the determination has to be end all types of these atrocities against the women and the girls. Fine. So that is the reason why sometimes I was also telling you, 4-year-old girl, baby, 3 years old, 1 year baby. So they are being sexually humiliated. They are sexually harassed. So right, they are being, the body parts are being mutilated. Very, very, very unfortunate atrocities that are happening. Clear? So this is the day where it has to be taken as a challenge, and everyone should strive to end all these type of atrocities, not just in India. These are the atrocities that are happening across the globe. Everywhere it should come to an end. Next, I am going further. That is the reason why we always say it is not just making a law to give some punishments, but as a state, it is a responsibility of the state to also educate the people. That is the reason values must be imbibed into the people since their childhood. Unfortunately, it is missing in various parts. Sometimes we'll also see the people who are present in the respectful positions also, they perform these type of atrocities. Is that okay? Very, very, very unfortunate. Now, look at this. Eliminate all harmful practices such as child, early and forced marriages, and female genital mutilation. Very unfortunate thing. This is present in some of the societies where the genital mutilation will take place. Very, very, very sad and cruel. That should come to an end. Again, I'm telling you, not just in India, it is happening across the globe. In India, what is happening? Look at this. One-third reservation has been provided to women in the Panchayati Raj and also in the municipalities. Now, again, there is a talk that this 33% should be increased to 50%. Of course, some states in India, like Bihar, like Bihar, they have already provided 50% of the reservation for women in both Panchayati Raj and municipalities. That is also present in states like Andhra Pradesh and also in Telangana. So now it should be done in all the states. If the states are not doing this, central government can do it by amending the constitution. Constitution says that not less than one-third of the seats must be reserved for women at all levels in the Panchayati Raj and municipalities. Now it should be modified as not less than half of the seats, meaning minimum 50% must be reserved for women. This is the mechanism where women can be handed over more responsibilities. So they are able to function, they are able to deliver, right, very effectively. That's the reason why sometimes some women will come up in the news, okay, and this particular talents are present in majority of the women in India, especially. Of course, throughout the world it is there, especially in India also, right? Sometimes you will also come across with the beautiful stories, how they struggled, how they are coping up, clear, how they became so effective, how they became inspirational to other people. Is it okay? That's the reason why girl child education is a must. Clear? On this particular platform, I am requesting all the women, all the girls rather, who are preparing for the civil service examination, please get motivated yourself. And I badly need your success. The moment you get selected for IAS, IPS, or any service, you will become source of inspiration for so many girls in the society. Please do that. Since you are already there with me, you are already on the track, preparing nicely for this examination, do it more effectively. Do it more effectively and achieve IAS, get into the service. Is that okay? And so many girls will follow you and you will become the source of inspiration to so many girls. Is that okay? This is my humble request on this particular platform. Please do it. Okay? Thank you so much. Next, I'm going further. Look at this. So through 108th constitutional amendment bill, this is pending in the parliament. Once it is passed, what will happen is that, of course, it is there pending in the parliament for a quite long period of time. Once it is passed, what is going to happen is that today, if you look at our parliament and the state assemblies, reservation is there for scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. No reservation for women is there. So in order to empower the women, in order to get more women into the legislative bodies, it is better to provide the reservation. So that is the reason why 33% reservation in the parliament and also in the state legislative assemblies is proposed. So once it is done, if it is done, women are going to represent at least 33% of the seats in the parliament and also in the state legislative assemblies. Am I clear? But we have our political parties which are always dominated by male members. That's the reason why they are taking enough care that it should not be passed. But present government is talking about clearing the bill. Once it is done, we can see more representation of women in the parliament. For example, here recently, the Vice President of India, Hamid Ansari, has suggested that if it is getting delayed to go for the constitutional amendment for providing 33% of the reservation for women in the parliament and the state legislatures. Let the political parties decide on themselves and let them start giving 33% of the tickets only to the women. It is a fantastic proposal that is given by the Vice President of India. But unfortunately, the political parties do not follow this because the majority of the political parties are dominated by the men. That's the reason why, in order to put the pressure on the political parties, you have to go for the constitutional amendment. So we expect that it is going to happen at the earliest. Next, I'm opening the document. Please have a look at this. This is what I was telling you. Air Chief Marshal announced that the nation will see its batch of female fighter pilots on June 18th, 2016. Very, very near. As of now, 3 women took the training to join fighter stream. Is it okay? Look at this. Note. In the 8th session of the United Nations Organization, Srimati Vijayalakshmi Pandit was elected as its president. She was the first elected woman president of United Nations General Assembly. Is that okay? That is a Srimati Vijayalakshmi Pandit. Clear? Kindly remember this one. And this is what happened just yesterday on the day of Mahashivratri. This is the name of the India's first test tube baby. Okay, the first test tube baby of India, her name is Harsha Chawda. She took birth on August 6th, 1986. Now she is 29 years old and yesterday she gave a birth to a baby boy. Is that okay? So once again on this particular platform, I wish everyone a very, very, very happy Women's Day. And I thank you all for being with me this evening. And I'll see you in the next class with some more news. Please take very good care of yourself. It is not just on March 8th we talk about giving respect and protecting the dignity of women. Rather, it should be done on each and every day. First thing is that every man should respect mother and sisters at home. A person who respects mother in reality will respect all the women outside. If it happens with every man, then definitely no such type of atrocities will take place. No harassment will take place. No crime against women will happen. And there will be equality of the gender and women will function with more energies and rejuvenated energies. Once they started functioning with more energies, then the total scenario of the nation will be changed. And the day will be very, very near. The day is very near for India. If women are allowed to participate in the economic development, social development, political development on par with the men, then India will become a developed nation very, very soon. Expecting this type of respect and dignity will be provided and protected to women. India is a great nation. We are very humble to respect our women, our mothers, our sisters, and our children. So with this note, I'll be stopping for today. I wish you all the very, very best and have a fantastic day. Thank you so much. See you in the next class. Good night.